Hello once again. I haven't posted much about Yu-Gi-Oh in a while, but our community just had a year-ender tournament and I just had to join. So we are running the October 2022 ban list because it's not yet January. So this was the deck that I ran. Unfortunately, I didn't go to the top spots in the main 35-person tournament, but I did manage to go top 4 in the 16-person side tournament. And this is the deck that I ran in both events. Actually, everyone in both events ran the same deck because there was not enough time to change decks. So this is a 42 card Monster Mash Oongga-Boongga Fairy Tale, whatever it is that you call this deck, 8 axis whatever. Anyway, here's the main monsters. We've got here a set of Fairy Tale Luna, of course, bounces and does a lot of shenanigans. Our Danger Bigfoot and our Danger Thunderbird. A set of Alpha and the ever-loving Gizmek Orochi and Sage Lefleur. Those are the level 8s. We are running the October 2022 ban list, so Fenrir is still legal in multiple copies. Next month, next year 2023, Fenrir will become limited to 1. Then I'm also running Pancratops for field removal. And of course, as a tuner, the Strudo. It's a dragon and it's easy to search with Magnamut. Bystial Magnamut will be limited in January 2023. Speaking of Bystials, I'm also running Druid Worm and Drake. So these guys are our package for Bystials. They banish. And speaking of banish, we also have Dimension Shifter. I'm a bit confident with running Dimension Shifter because of these monsters, because they can banish your own dark, so you can run Dimension Shifter again. But if I needed spot removal, there's DD Crow, which targets specifically whatever monsters you can remove from the graveyard. In case the decks I've been going against do a lot of search, there's always Haru. If they do a lot of effects on field, there's Effect Veiler. If it's not the opponent's turn and it's my turn and they're doing effects, there's this Mourner. People have been playing her a lot now because aside from negation, she also does burn in case that the monster gets removed from the field, especially if it's a monster that climbs onto a link or into a fusion, such as in Terlaments or in Scareclaws. This will help you with burning, especially if the time is running out. For the draw engine, triple maxi, this is the OCG, we run 3 on this, and Seka Slide. There was during the semifinals, I was able to use every single copy of it. I was able to draw and then draw 2 and then draw another one. So this was a really useful utility card. And it fixes your hand by bringing back cards into your deck. As for our extra deck, our OTK package is the 97-138. My problem was this always got hit by Infinite Impermanence, by Effect Veilers, by Ghost Mourners, or whatever else that negates effects, so that sucks. That's why I don't rely on this a lot. Our Synchros, because we have a tuner, there's Chaos Ruler, there's Cyber End, and the Absolute Sigma Male. Really great against fighting Flunderies. They can't do much about it, especially with the 3k attack. Then we have our other Xyz package, which is the Orcus Dingirsu, topping it off with 84 that removes a lot of monsters on the field with defense less than it. Going on it is the 77, which has a 4k attack and has protection. Then after that, you can summon Zeus with a lot of materials for field control. I have a lot of high level monsters and it's easy to spam them, and that's why I have a BLS. Similar idea with with Sigma. But if not, I have Charmer Dark and Charmer Earth. Most of the monsters are Earth and Dark, and usually they hit me with a Maxi. So okay, I'll take your Maxi, and I usually run against people with a lot of spells, so Celine comes in handy, makes me a new monster. I summon a spellcaster, usually the effect failure on the graveyard or whatever else is it on the grave, to create access code talker, which pops cards on the field and gives us a 5-3 attack minimum because of the Celine in the graveyard. Onto the side, as for a meta game, it's been a bit weird with our meta game. We have a lot of traps for the past few, and so I ran Denko Seka. And in one of our games in the main event, I ran Denko Seka main on the second game because I was going against Labyrinth and they couldn't do anything on the first turn after I summoned Denko Seka. Kaiju Gadarla. There are still people who play degenerate monsters out there, especially those that you cannot really destroy. Tribute. Speaking of, I'm now running Nibiru again. There was a time when sprites were so huge that no one ran Nibiru because you couldn't summon anything except for a level 2. But now people are using less sprites, so there's now more confidence in putting Nibiru. Phantasme, because links, but not a lot of people do links, but just in case, I had room in my side deck. Droll and Lockbird works better than Haru in some cases. Then there's Ghost Bell. I'm already satisfied with the graveyard negates that I have that banish, but sometimes you just need the extra help. Then there's Yuki Onna to do spot removal. And we have Dogwood, which is maxi but adds life. Do not use this when you are running against Scareclaws because most of them have 0 attack and this becomes useless against them. You will damage your life because of this and it can ruin your game for that, so be mindful. Anyway, it was a lot of duels. There was 5 rounds in the main event. Lost 3-1-2, and in the side event, I was able to win all the way to the semifinals, which is the top 4. I lost against a deck that ran Dragon Maids, Brandeds, and Bystials, and it was a really neck-to-neck fight. Like, we really were running out of cards in our decks, so it was really a close fight. But nonetheless, I was satisfied with this. Next month, January 2023, expect changes in this deck. There are cards that have been limited. Looking at you, Fenrir. And there will be cards that will be added soon in the extra deck. Specifically Ancient Fairy Dragon. I'm going to run field spells in my other decks. So that's it. For more duels, shout out to Cloyd for holding a successful event for the year-ender of Davao City Yu-Gi-Oh community. Thank you for watching.